Yeah,
It's good.
It's good. Good.
Yeah, we
And
ready.
I don't know who Bailey is, but I know who Treyvon is.
I don't know who that is
That
either.
must be his alias or something.
Alter ego.
Oh, I'm just a mystery person. I'm an extra. Don't worry about me,
Well,
guys.
I'm just glad they have him in the middle. Doesn't he look better in the middle, you guys?
Yes, I agree.
I feel like I'm too tall. I stand out a lot more.
So since you're the host and we're just visiting, what
You
is
do
the
seem
topic
taller than
about?
you.
Wait, why am I the host?
Because you're in the middle.
You took control.
I took control. I don't have control over nothing. I don't have a computer in front of me. I only have a mic.
See,
So
he never want to take the role.
I really
He's
don't.
always passing on the responsibility.
Because leadership means you have to be responsible for everything below you. Am I right?
Yeah, but when are you going to grow to take on responsibilities?
When I become a parent.
Oh my goodness.
Are you gonna be an absent parent?
No, I'm not.
You sure?
Yeah, I'll support my kids wherever they want to do.
No responsibility.
Okay, you're gonna be a stay-at-home dad then.
But the thing is, you're
No,
a leader
no,
right
it's
now. Instead of later, you should take on that role right now because you're actually a leader today.
You are. You the
Yeah.
go-to IT guy.
Yeah, let me just remove your access real quick.
Uh-oh, the Trayvon kicking in on us. So, let's get straight to it.
Okay.
So today our topic is, what is our topic, you guys?
I don't know, but I was absent for it, so I guess Miss Cleveland knows what it is.
Absent parents.
Oh, yeah,
Absent
there you go.
parents.
Absent and then parents right there.
So our topic today is absent parents, and my name is Renee.
My name is Treyvon.
And my name is Miss Cleveland.
Yay! So we're gonna have a little fun with this topic because, oh my God, as always, we have different perspectives, we have different point of views of whatever topic we bring forward. So that's our whole thing right now is elaborating on the topic and figuring out what is right and what is wrong, how to identify the key to what the topic is. So like today, it's absent parents. I have a different perspective. Before we even got started, somebody was already saying what their point of view was. And I was like, oh my God, that is not what an absent parent is. So we're going to get straight to the nitty gritty because we need to identify what is an absent parent because coming straight from TLC, we are seeing some things with absent parents and what you may think it is and what we may think it is totally different. And I feel like if we can elaborate and identify exactly what absent mean in our households, we can get a lot further in life in trying to collaborate with the youth.
We're on.
So we're going to get started. So who want to go first with explaining what an absent parent means to them?
I say, how about we start with Miss Cleveland?
Okay. I was going to say something anyway.
All right.
To me, it's parents that are not hands-on.
Okay.
You can be around, but if you're not hands-on, then, I mean, you're not no parent. You just an uncle.
Okay.
I don't know.
I mean, uncle and aunt can still interact with them more. I mean,
Not like a parent can.
yeah, parents more interlock. You live with them. So, yeah. So, parents should be like that.
Okay, so my point of view, I think an absent parent is just someone is not there. They're not at home. Whether they're working, they can be out with their side chick, wherever they are. They are not home. They are absent. Okay, it doesn't matter if they're working a 9 to 5, if they're a business owner. If they are not home with their children, they are considered absent.
Okay, so part of that is they left to go get milk and never came back home.
So you can think of it as,
Kicking them to the
so
curb.
let's think of like being at school. If you're running late, if you're tardy, the attendance policy for school is the same thing that applies for home.
So the parents should have a tardy slip.
They have to take accountability to be there. So if you're always gone getting milk, you're absent.
That was slang right there. I hope you know that.
So if you're gone getting milk, let's just say you're constantly leaving the house and you're making these excuses that you have to go get these items. Why you can't take your child with you?
Well, I know kids nowadays, they're glued to electronic devices, right? So I mean, maybe they don't want to go. Who knows? You never know until you ask, though. That's true.
Okay, so again, my point of view, I believe that absent is absent. So just like in school, if you're at work, if you're tardy, if you're not at school, if you're absent, you're absent.
Yeah, that's.
Mine's kind of so.
So you don't think if they don't show up to their like let's say a kid have a band rehearsal or a band concert at school, if they don't show up to or any of their events that they have at school that's starring them.
I mean, it's like so because you can still have a parent in the house that don't do anything.
But then
They just showing up just for decoration. Just to be like, hey, yeah.
But are they on the scene? They there?
yeah,
No, but they don't do anything. They not contributing anything.
so they're not doing anything. They're not
No.
showing up, or
No.
then that's abandonment.
Yeah, I mean, you want to say that?
That's
Yeah.
not abandonment, absent parent because it's still in the house.
Still in the
Okay,
house.
so they could be absent mentally.
They can be present but still absent.
No, they
Yes.
seem like they're completely absent. They're just there for decoration.
Just to be like, oh yeah, I got kids. Yeah, this is my son right here.
A little piggy.
Oh, what your son like doing? I don't know. Go ask his mama.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Like,
Okay, so
Absent
I think
parent.
I don't know. So that wouldn't be absent. That can be considered like being there,
I would say
but
absent.
not doing the work.
I would consider that absent. Like, but it's
No,
like
that's not absent because they're there. So let's think of it as a school aspect. If you're in the class, you don't get marked tardy or absent. You're there. You may
But then
be
but then you can be failing. So they gonna.
but
flunk
you
out
still
that
was
quick.
there.
I mean, I
You
could
just
be.
didn't do what you were supposed to do. So as
I
a
could
parent,
be at school, but I cannot. I could be at school, right? But I cannot go to my class. I can still be there, but not there. That's the way that is,
well,
right there.
in the class, we're just specifically talking about in the class. So if you're in the class
Mm-hmm.
and you don't do your work and you fail, you still was marked present.
You want to know something? My brother, he gets marked absent when he doesn't say he's here. You know how they do attendance? Yeah, if he's not, he don't say I'm here. He get marked absent.
Okay,
Even though he done
you
the
got
work.
a point there. You got a point there, but the topic is absent parents. So
Yeah.
it sounds like the debate is whether if you're there, you're really not there. That's considered absent, right, Miss Cleveland?
Yeah, because you have to be a parent.
But
We
the
don't
parent
need
is
you-
there.
No, you have to actually do the work. They not doing anything. So
Yeah.
that's not a parent. That's an absent parent.
It's the same as someone paying child support and not being there.
Okay, so then let's switch this a little bit. So what about the parents that have to work 9 to 5? They're barely home and they're really out trying to survive and trying to put food on the table. Are they considered absent or are they still present parents but they're gone working?
Are they working 9 to 5, 7 days a week?
We could say they
I would
working
say they
7
still
days a week.
present.
They're present?
I would say yeah, they get a little
As
credit.
long as they inquire about their kid every once
Yeah,
in a while.
when they get home.
Like,
oh my goodness.
how was your day?
Okay.
Do you want to do something
So what
sometime on my
about-
next break?
Yeah.
Yeah, as long as they inquire and
I
talk to
don't
their
believe
kid.
that this is good facts.
What do you mean?
Well, maybe it's facts, but I just think that this is a good debate. How about that?
I mean, they still go to work and they still come home. Hey, how was school?
Yeah,
But
they
they're
inquire about their
absent.
kid.
They're not at home. They're at work.
I mean, and the kids are at school.
I mean,
So when the kids are at home and the parent is at work, is the parent considered absent?
Well, that's why it's supposed to be a 2-parent household.
Oh, okay.
yeah,
All
but
right. So let's think about the parent that work out of town. It's still the same scenario, right? The parent is still absent. I mean, well, you said the parent is present.
That one a little different. That one a little different.
Okay.
I mean, because you gone for long periods of time.
So if we turn things around, what would be considered a present parent? Maybe we can help ourselves identify what is an absent parent. And there's no wrong or right here. I mean, I have my beliefs, and everybody have their beliefs. Everybody have their beliefs, but it's no wrong or right. But what is a present parent when we're talking about an absent parent?
to me, a present parent would be like one that's trying to like at least attend social events with their kid, or like they make time for them at least. They're trying. That means they're trying to be there in their lives. They're trying to be involved with them.
Mine would be the parent that is in the loop. If you can tell me specific details about your child, even though you working a 9 to 5, you are a present parent. You get a pass in my book. But if you can't tell me what your child's favorite color is or what hobby they like doing, then that's an issue.
Okay. So, expanding a little bit, what about the men that make a household in different households? He have children in one household and children in another household, but he still know everything about his children. But he has a whole setup somewhere else. But he still know the birthdays.
He need to stop
the
having
colors.
babies. He need to stop having children. He
But
making
is that
all,
considered present? Because you said as long as he knows.
yeah, but he making all these broken families.
Yeah,
So you don't know what's going on with these kids while you not over there. Then you get them for your little weekend, and I don't know why my son acting like this. Well, you not around him every day. He got somebody else that's still doing that.
But that's not considered. So is it absent or present?
I feel like that's kind of, I don't know, it's hard to say.
Yeah,
Okay.
Because
is.
it's kind of going into a different topic a little bit.
I
Because
want to say he present. They present a little bit.
yeah, there's a whole bunch of things you can say about that.
But then he also absent a lot.
Okay.
Absent but present.
So
Yeah.
as long as it's balanced between both of them, I mean.
I'm gonna take that back. I'm gonna say you can have kids in multiple households and still be present. Cause I know some good ones that pick them up on the regular, not just the weekends, and they know everything about them.
Yeah, if the kid misses them, they can reach out to them and they respond to them and say, yeah, I'll come by and we can hang out for a little bit or something.
I mean,
like
well,
that.
if they missing you, then you're not around a lot.
Absent is absent.
I mean,
That's
they
what
can
I'm
value your
thinking.
presence a lot
Absent
more
is
than
absent. Like, how are we making excuses to say that a parent is still present even though they're not there, but it's okay if they know the child's colors and their birthdays?
I mean, they show up every day. Sort of,
Okay, no. So my thing is this: when we're thinking of the children's side of things, when the parent is not there, they're missing something. It's like a gap there, and so the children are coming through with all of these childhood traumas because they're missing a parent. Even though the parent is out working, the parent is missing. They're not having that physical connection with the child. If the parent is there but not giving their all to the child, I believe that the parent is still there on the scene. Like, the parent is still present. And that's just my opinion. It's not saying that it's true or false. But I think absent is absent. Y'all don't agree that absent is absent?
I mean, it is. But like I said, you can still be present and still be absent too.
Yeah, it can kind of work that way.
Because I've had an episode like in my childhood, and my parents, they were always working. I mean, great parents, great upbringing, but they had to work. They had to put food on the table. We had to survive, so they had to go out and work. So there were times that my parents were not there, and guess who raised me when they were not there? My sisters. I was raised from their upbringing, like they basically poured into me the things that they knew. So I was at majority of the time I was learning from my sisters instead of my parents because they were out working. Was my parents good parents? Yes, they were. Were they absent? Yes, they were absent sometimes. They were working. And so I see the same thing today with me. Most times I'm working, and then when I'm not working, then I'm home. But my children can still say, "Mommy is absent," because I am absent. I'm not there. Now, if I'm there and I'm being like rude or not into them or frustrated or just like, get away from me, I don't feel like it right now. Does that mean that I'm not present?
And then what do you call that kind of person then? That kind of parent?
That would be a parent that is not interested at that moment.
Not a parent at all.
Not a parent at all.
Not a parent at all.
Yeah, because I'm having a bad day.
No, I mean, you can't do that.
As long as you're not rude and say, I'm sorry, I'm just having a bad day. Can we reschedule this for another time or something like that? If you're just going to be all rude like that,
Yeah.
I agree with Miss Cleveland. Like,
I get frustrated. My kids,
like,
I get them one-on-one individual time every day.
like,
And I sit there and smile. Really? What? Okay, wait a minute. One moment. Get out of here. They just be telling me everything. Next thing you know, I have another one come. Come on, y'all gotta talk while I'm cooking now.
Okay.
So I'm
Okay.
still listening. I ain't for to be rude because I didn't had a bad day. That comes
Yeah.
with being a parent.
Always
Okay.
treat them however you want to be treated.
I
Respect
agree.
goes both ways.
Okay.
As long as you're not rude back, they won't be rude back to you.
Okay. But am I absent if I'm being rude?
Now, I don't know. I'm not a parent, so I can't really.
I don't know about that one.
Yeah, I don't know either.
So I'm not. I am present. I'm just a aggravated parent.
A very aggravated and rude parent, yes. Because you say he was rude.
Okay. So there is times that I guess the children are going to say that mommy is not interested or daddy's not wanting it to be nice to me. And it can be something as simple as them wanting a piece of candy, which they done already had 10 pieces, right? And I'm saying this because the season has just, the candy season has just passed, okay? So they want 10 pieces of candy, and the 11th piece of candy, it's a no, and now all of a sudden, oh, mommy is not being nice. So am I absent because I'm not being nice?
Well, it's probably the way you said it.
Yeah, just say, that's enough for today. You can have some more tomorrow or something like that. I don't know.
Okay, so it's the way that we can say it.
I don't say it that calm, but I'll be like, you ask me one more time, and I'm going to freak out. If I yell, then you going to get upset. If you get upset, then you going to have to get in time out.
Okay.
And if you want to slowly start reducing their sweet intake, just slowly start taking more and more out the candy bowl.
And hiding it.
Yeah, hiding it or moving it somewhere else. They won't notice. Not until they're down to the last 10.
And I think if you get agitated that quick with kids, then you shouldn't have had them.
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
Yeah, how they get through
If you like,
the first 3
I'm
years.
to get upset, what you having kids for?
Because you got to get through the first few months where they're crying and you got to change their diaper. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Okay. But going back to our topic, if I have the room to be aggravated and not interested, that obviously mean I'm on the scene, I'm present.
Yeah, you're there.
Yeah,
I'm
definitely
there. I'm there. Okay.
But then you also contributing to some of them traumas that we keep seeing them grow up with. Oh, I can't do this. My mama always yelled at me. She said this and said that.
Yeah.
All right, and that's fair, but we need to identify what is an absent parent, because it seems like we're making excuses of what is absent and what's present. Now, when we have a present parent on the scene but not interested all the time, giving time into the child, we want to call that person absent. But really, they're not absent, they're present. And they're more present than a person that have a 9 to 5 that's busy working.
Mm-hmm.
So why would we not give credit to the parent that is on the scene but doesn't have the skills that it takes to raise the child?
I'm going to say again, you shouldn't have kids. That's what I'm going to say. You don't know what to do. You shouldn't have kids, or you need to reach out to your aunties.
I pretty much agree with Miss Cleveland's take of it.
What?
Of an absent parent.
That an absent parent, that a present parent is somebody that is there.
There, they hands on it.
No. You said a present. You said a present parent is somebody that know the colors and know their birthday and stuff
they
like
hands
that.
on. They know detailed information about.
But
what's
they don't
going on
gotta
with
be
their kid.
there.
I mean, they there half of the time. Like you said, they got to go to work.
Okay.
They go to work, come
Okay,
back.
so my input is, as a parent, I have changed my ruling from before. If you're not at home with your kids at night, you're an absent parent. That's an absent parent.
Only at nighttime?
Yeah, you can go to work in the daytime. I believe you can go to 8 to 10 hours a day and still be considered what is it called?
Absent?
No.
Present?
If you more than 15 hours a day, I would say that's absent. 16 hours a day, 16 tests, 2 shifts.
But what if I work? If I'm an attorney or a doctor and I work 14 hours
But then
a day.
again, yeah, I understand it goes based on their career. You have to some way kind of offset it to make sure you when you with your child, you are correcting or you're replacing that missed time that they didn't have you.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, so you could be an attorney and you could be a high profile attorney working for a big company, Shell or whatever, and they have you where every day is 16-hour shifts. But on the weekend, that's the time with your kids, and your kids pretty much gonna get their world. You see what I'm saying? You
So
making up
the
for
good
that.
outweigh the bad.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, if you're a dad, you work out of town, and you want to come home for the birthday, you're an absent dad. Okay, I get
Oh,
that.
you're declaring that?
Yes,
Okay.
Yes, you're absent. Okay.
But why, if that's the career choice that the person took, why is it that they're absent?
Well, if it's
they're at
important to
work.
you, if it's important to you, you wouldn't have took that career. If your kids are important, you would have not took that career. Like me, my thing is, as a dad, I got to be there every night for my children because my dad was not there every night for me. He was on the road trucker.
So
So you had to reverse that. I try to change that by being there. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
So if you don't want to be that position, then you don't need to take that profession. That's bottom line. If you don't want to be considered absent, then you need to make sure you be there, make sure the child is happy.
I agree. My job profession goes around me being there for the kids.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to say, hey, can you get my kids this day? Because I can't get them.
Right.
No, it's my responsibility.
That's a failure. That's I failed if I have to leave
Okay.
somebody else.
But that doesn't go against what the debate is now, because there is a debate what absent is compared to what's present.
Okay.
So do you believe that being present and not mentally checked in, is that absent?
If you're there and you have no ties with your children, yeah, that's absent.
Okay.
I agree. I understand you there, but you really not being responsible for it. You're really not checking them out. You probably locked away in your office somewhere working, or just zoned out.
On your phone.
You know, like let's just say, bad perspective, might be a meth head. You know, you got the kids there, but you doped up. You don't know anything. You don't know. You're not even conscious. So you still absent.
Okay.
Your child will see have all those bad memories of every time I came out, my mom was drugged up or drunk or something hanging over. You know, so you absent.
yeah, that's a lot of trauma.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So parent there fussing at the child, that is absent. That's considered absent.
I feel that's absent.
How is that absent? If the,
It's not. Well, not
if
I
the
can say
parent is
absent.
there,
It's not good
It's
because you shouldn't be yelling at the children at the first place. You should have a
if
better
the parent is
communication.
on drugs and they're
Oh,
there
that-
in the household, that is not absent. That is a present parent doing bad things, making bad choices.
Okay, yes, it's true. Okay, because when you check in and you say, "Is the parent here?" They say yes. They took attendance and the parent was there. Then
Okay.
yes, that's correct. Absentee is when someone is actually not there for that person or that child.
Okay.
I agree.
You ain't showing up for them.
Yeah.
So then the parent that is there fussing is
It's crazy.
is
It's hard.
present parent.
Because it's just like your beliefs. Everyone has different beliefs on this situation.
Okay.
yeah. Now see how we.
Only if the fussing is coming from a good place, like you correcting them, like he
See, Miss
said.
Cleveland
No,
always-
because he said you have to correct them for the time you missing.
Okay.
So if you just fussing at them just because you want some peace and quiet, then you're not a good parent.
So, yeah, I agree.
I can see
Okay.
if you correcting them if they doing something wrong, but you just fussing because you irritated.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't know. I'm still debating that because
it's just like a debate. I mean, you got some good things, you got some bad things. I'm taking it from both sides, and I'm looking like, okay, these are some things we need to correct.
we gotta identify like what is what, because absent is absent, present is present.
Okay, like I haven't done like for mine growing up.
Okay.
I'm the present parent.
Okay.
The other parent is not. I'm gonna say the other parent. So now my kids, the other parent, I ain't gonna say, like the example, the habit, he has another bad habit.
Okay.
So now the kids go around because they used to me. Oh, we pull up at a store. I call it the store that sells the big people juice.
Okay.
That's what I call it. So they been saying, we at Daddy's favorite store. And I'm like,
His name
This
is
is
Ed.
hilarious.
this is not your daddy's favorite store.
I love it.
So I have to like correct him, and I'm looking at him
Okay.
like, this what we teaching them? this what you want them to go tell people? Oh yeah, we stopped at Daddy's favorite store. No, this is not Daddy's favorite store.
So whose favorite store is it?
So you have to correct him, and he just, oh, that's funny. No, that's not funny. That's
It's not
that's
funny,
a
but
trauma developing
it
right
is.
there.
Yeah,
most
that's
definitely
developing
is.
something.
Because then they gonna be like, why he always drinking? Oh, it tastes good. Can I taste some? No, you cannot.
Okay. Now going back to our topic,
He's not present because
See,
he doing
I know that's where she was
he
going with
doing
this
too
story.
much stuff. Like, oh my god,
Miss Cleveland, that is still a present dad.
Yeah, he's there. He's there.
He is there.
He's
Regardless, you try to
No,
take him
no,
off,
like you said, he is. His mind somewhere else.
his
But
choices
physically,
is
his body
he's
is there.
there.
So that's why I say it just you gotta decipher. It's basically catered to how you want it. Like I say, and me personally, I would say, yeah, if he's not there, then he's not there. But if he's there, he's really his physical there.
But
Like,
he ain't
the
checked
student
in.
can be.
He ain't checked in.
I can
He
go
ain't checked
check
in.
in
He
the
ain't
class,
checked
and
in.
the teacher say I'm signed in. But then when she's giving a lecture, I'm just like.
But he is
I
there
don't know
enough
if
where
he-
they say
you
that's
know.
his favorite store.
Oh man, no.
He's teaching
To
them
me,
something.
that is
And
no.
he's
That's
teaching
horrible.
them something. It may not be the correct thing to teach them, but they are being taught, and he's there presently.
He has a
He's there.
relationship.
Not mine.
So I think now we're kind of getting the both sides, and we're identifying the present and the absent, and it's still no longer right. But in my eyes, that is a present dad, and your kids will be able to say, "My dad was there, regardless of what he did, what story he loved. My dad was still there in the household. He was there for us." They may have that story to tell when they get older. But there are children who actually have a story to tell that say, my parent was not there. When I got home from school, my neighbor had to pick me up from the bus stop. My mom didn't get there till the next morning. And when I woke up, I had to go to school. That is considered absent parent because the mother was never there when the child got home from school.
Right.
That is, to me, that's considered absent parent. Now again, my idea, my opinion, it's not right or wrong, and I'm not trying to
So she wasn't there when he got home, and she wasn't there when he left for school.
Yeah, that's absent to me. And so when we have a present parent, they may not always be checked in. And sometimes you may not feel like being bothered. Something may have came through the mail. You may have a bill that just came through the mail. You're like, oh man. And then here come your kid coming, I'm hungry. And then now you're like, oh my goodness. It's just one thing after another. But that doesn't mean you're not a present parent because the bill came through and then the child just showed up. We still present. It's just
Okay, I agree. Yeah, I've had some friends that said, I didn't have the best, but my parents was there for me. So I
okay.
understand it, yeah.
And I'm only mentioning this because we do have a lot of broken homes and we have a lot of childhood trauma because the parents are missing, and so children are constantly saying, my dad is not there, and then the mom is saying, well, your dad is here, he's just at another house right now. And so we can make excuses for them and say, yeah, dad is around, he's just living with another woman and have more other kids somewhere else, but he knows your birthday, he know what color you like, he know what you're looking for Christmas, he knows all of these things, so he's present, but he's just not here right now. But then you have a child that grows up and they're like, my dad was never there presently. He was a trucker and he just never was home. He was in and out. That's absent, and that creates so many problems. I think in our culture, it's creating a lot of problems, but we don't know how to identify present and absent. And I think if we draw a line where there's no gray area, then we can identify and we can tackle the problem. And present is present. Mentally, you may not be there, but if your body is there, I think that you should be counted for. Just like if we're in school, if we show up late, we show up late. And even that is a thing. Because when you have children and they have birthdays, sometimes the parents show up late. Graduations, the parents show up late. Do we get dinged for being tardy? I think we do. Have you ever been tardy for one of your kids' game or birthday parties or something? I've actually been late to one of my daughter's event, and she couldn't get over the fact that I was late. And in my mind, I'm like, I showed up, but she's mad that I was late. So I'm like, okay, well, my attendance is not good this week because I was late to my daughter's event. And so we get dinged for these things, and the children are dinging us. They're really checking off our attendance. Absent, current, tardy, they're the one that's doing our attendance, and we need to be able to identify if we have good attendance or not. And as a parent, we can't really be making excuses and saying, oh yeah, I have good attendance because mommy over there, she she checked in all the time. She's gonna cook your food. She's gonna read books with you. She gonna do all this and this and that. But then daddy, he all into his, his game. He don't want to be bothered. To be honest, they both there. One is better than the other in parenting. One need more skills. One need more of this. One need more of that. But then at the end of the day, that is a household with 2 parents, and we need to give those households credit.
Yeah.
We don't want to take the credit away because one person is better than the other in parenting. What we need to do is help with the households that are struggling with one parent. Like, it's one parent and then they are busy working. So that means it's a lot of aptism there. Like, it's no parent at all. It's a child raising themselves. So what do you guys think can be a solution for the challenges that the kids are facing with absent parents? Like, what can we do to fix that problem?
I don't know, honestly.
Yeah, me either.
Because it's like you can't force a parent to quit their job and. Well,
Right. That's the biggest thing. That's the biggest thing. Like, life right now is really hard and people are trying to survive. Like, if you don't go to work, you're going to be struggling. You're not going to have no food on the table. Like, how can we fix this? Because we can't pick and choose what jobs to get, or if we going to have a schedule where we off on the weekends. Like, what can we do to fix this?
the only way is you can't fix it, but you're going to have to adapt in some way or form.
You can fix it. Like I stated before, you can, when you have that time with them, make it worth it. Make it count.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make it count.
Mm-hmm. Find out what they want to do. Try to do, if it's in your will and your power, try to do what they want to do.
Yeah, plan out a weekend or something.
Yeah.
See if they want to go to arcade or go to the aquarium, the zoo. Just see what they want to do.
Because that way, you not only that you making up the time, but you're actually creating these memories. And what those good memories going to do?
Overpower the bad ones.
Exactly.
Okay.
So they're not going to be able to say that.
So the good gotta outweigh the bad.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That means if you're tardy, plan something awesome ahead of time.
Yeah.
Say, I'm sorry, I'll make
Or
it up to
create
you. We can go
yourself-
to, I don't know, the salon or something. I don't know
Yeah.
what kids want to do
And
these
make it
days.
seem like it's a consequence for you being tardy. Yeah, eat it up.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I like that.
So do you guys think they'll still have childhood trauma even if we fix those things? Like, do you think it would get rid of the memory that they have, the bad memories?
No, but like you said, it'll outweigh the bad. It'll
it'll
get
outweigh
better.
it.
It won't be so harsh and yeah, like you say, you was late, but then you showed up in this area too, so
Yeah.
Okay.
you still there.
I think we have some good points. Okay.
Help them heal.
How they see how they feel about it. When you if you absent, I understand I was absent today. I wasn't there for you. How do you feel about that? See where their mind is at. Because at the end of the day, these the brain doesn't mature until 25. So they're still learning up to 25 years old. Okay, so if you can talk to them and see where their mind is at, that way you can help mold them to be a better person and get them to see what you have to deal with and what life is all about. That's what I think about it.
So, but what about the parent though? I think a lot of times when we're talking about these topics, we're so focused on the youth.
I think that'll help them too, talking about it.
The parent.
Yeah.
So what would be
To get a better relationship with the child, get to know them, understand.
But what about helping the parent understand that they're absent? If they don't know that they're absent, how do we even find a solution, a healing solution?
Yeah, that is true. They have to understand that what they're doing is causing these absentees and these traumas.
They gotta take accountability.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And opening eyes up and be realistic.
Because you have a lot of truck drivers. I mean, that is really a big industry right now. It's like really growing. It's growing so fast. And I don't think any of those truck drivers understand that they're an absent parent. I think they feel like, I'm going to hustle. I'm going to get this money. I'm bringing it back to my family. But they're gone, weeks at a time. 2, 3, 4 weeks, even months at a time.
That's why it's not good to chase a dollar.
But they don't even know that they're an absent parent. They believe that they are present. As long as I'm FaceTiming my child, I'm good. I mean, is that even... What about FaceTime? We didn't even address that, Miss Cleveland. Is that present? I mean, because I can FaceTime my child all day. Am I present or what?
That's a temporary fix.
Yeah.
That's temporary. Yeah.
They would rather see you in person than on the phone.
Okay. So then, I mean, I don't think that parents really know the trauma that they're causing when they're absent. I don't think they understand that they're absent. I think that they're making excuses and saying they're present.
Mm-hmm.
They need to look into what they went through in their childhood. Like for what I did, I realized that my dad had been a truck driver on the road. He wasn't there all the time, but he was there sometime. But I wanted to be there all the time if I had the children.
So you wanted him to be there all the time. Yeah. But you understood
yeah.
that he was out working, doing something positive.
Yeah.
Okay. But at the end of the day, you wanted him to be there physically. You wanted him to be there every second so y'all could learn and...
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, it helped me develop on what I knew I wanted to do and how I wanted my life set up. And that's another thing. You have to learn that early in life.
Okay.
Because people just... when you graduate high school, you just think that... I'm free.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have to listen to these restrictions, these rules. I can do whatever I want to do, and that's not really the case. You still have to prepare yourself for the future, because you don't know what's going to encounter.
Okay. So then, we always have to redirect these conversations towards the parents.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, is there like any resources to help parents understand that they are absent? Because even, like, I don't know. I don't think that I'm absent. But I believe that when I'm not home, if my kids are home and I'm not home, I am absent. I agree with that. And sometimes I work a lot and I work excessive hours. And I'm like, man, I haven't been home in so many hours.
That bothers me.
Yeah, and that I'm considered absent. I mean, I don't make an excuse for that. But I do have to fix it. I have to do something positive to outweigh the bad. But... at the end of the day, I am considered absent. So I acknowledge that I'm absent. But then you have some parents that they're like, oh, I was there.
They're not gonna acknowledge it. They're too prideful.
Yeah, pride. They don't have no value.
Oh, really?
I always say that. I say pride ain't got no value. It ain't worth nothing.
Okay.
It's just BFI trash.
Okay, so then I think that's what we probably need to work on. Just helping people identify. Like, if we come across our friends and family and they're constantly not home, or we hear, someone saying, man, my parent is not home, maybe we can help identify, like, that's an absent parent. Yeah. Helping a person identify that they are absent.
Yeah, send them all down to the Tender Love and Care Foundation. We'll help them out real quick.
Seriously, because I think that's our job. Like, we have to let people know that we're an advocate of this, we're an advocate of that. So if we're an advocate of identifying what an absent parent is, then I think if we spread the word more, then it will become a movement. And that's what we need to focus on, because we have a lot of children out here who are experiencing no parent at all. I mean, no parent at all. And then we have some that have parents in the house, but then there is no communication. They don't know how to interact with each other. And so if we help with these things, I think it will help get our youth on track. I think it's something positive that can happen out of this. And that's the healing, I think. I think the healing will be from us helping the parents understand what absent mean to the child.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
And I'm telling you, once you get that parent to open up and see what they went through, that traumatized trauma that they went through, they gonna open their eyes up. They gonna be, okay, I understand now.
But how can you get them to open up? Because some parents won't open up.
You gotta get them to relate. They gotta stop and realize it's gotta be honest for one, and you gotta be able to relate to that topic, that subject, what's going on. How would you feel in their shoes? How did you feel when your parents was not there? How would you feel when your dad was not there? Once they start identifying, then they'll start opening their eyes up, like, you know what, you're right. All right, I need to fix that. Hopefully, that's the plan now.
No, that's true, because that's where I'm at now with my parenting. Because I remember when my parents, like, they were super busy, like, always working. I remember that. And I said, when I have my children, it's going to be full throttle. Like, I'm going to always give them that time. Like you said, give them that time where they can express, like, what happened at school? How you feeling today? And I try my best every single day to have that time with my children. So that is true. I put myself in my shoes, in my kids' shoes, especially when I was younger. I used to want to be with my parents. I wanted to know where they were, you know. And back then, we didn't have the technology that we have now. We could just FaceTime. We're like, where you at? You know. So there were times where I was missing my parents, but they were busy at work. They were doing something positive. They were literally doing something positive to make sure we had, food on the table, lights on. And I respect them for that. But those missing times where I just didn't have them, I said, when I have my children, I'll make sure I'm there. But now life has happened, and it's impossible to be there. I can't be there 24/7 because then we wouldn't have no food.
I changed my whole career thing for mine.
To be there.
Because I was working, like you say, 50 plus hours, and I had older siblings, and they was doing it, but I'm like, you're not doing it like I would do it. So I'm there, I'm gone 24/7. Then I have another parent who wasn't in the house at the time. Oh, he'll come pick them up for maybe, 2 hours and bring them right back. So I'm like, my kids is suffering and I'm out here. No, this is not for me.
Okay.
So I had to do a whole career change.
Yeah, I gotta put them first. Because we wasn't put first, remember that. That's why we had those traumas.
So that's how I changed mine. Because my parents, like you say, they was always gone or doing something. And I'm like, I'm very family oriented. So I do stuff with my kids all the time because that's how I grew up. And now that I have like a village, I want to do stuff all the time. So I'm like, I need to be with my kids right now. Because I'm not going to get this time back. Something happened to me, they just going to replace me at work anyway. My kids, I can't get replaced to them.
That's a good way to look at it.
That is a very good way to look at it. Very good way. But we just need more parents to be like that. To be like you, Miss Cleveland.
We need to do like some workshops for the parents too, not just for the kids.
That's what I'm thinking. Even though we're a youth service provider, like we really cater to the youth, I think if we draw in the parents, that would help the whole situation. It's like having a piece missing from the puzzle if we don't involve the parents.
Yeah, because the last video you say you had a team, you would work with him and he'd go home and it's completely different. We got to get the parents involved.
Yeah.
If we're going to see some kind of long-term growth and change, they got to get involved too.
Yeah. But trying to help parents and they're already stuck in their ways, it's like, are we ready for that? Are we ready for that?
See, just think of it as this. You don't have to sit there and say you're going to help them, but just give them some things that when they hit reality from that child, it's going to make them think, dang, TLC had told me that. He was talking about that. You ever been in that position? Yeah. So just give them some tools, because when they hit it, if they hit them on the head, they gonna snap into it. They be like, oh, I might need to call and schedule another class.
Let's see Miss Cleveland.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess that's it for this episode, and I think we touched on it. And if we can like summarize everything, who can explain what an absent parent is? Since we just went over it, what is absent parent? The TLC way. What is the absent parent?
An absent parent is someone who is being pulled away from what's important.
Oh,
I like that.
Yeah.
All right, so that's our definition. Okay.
And that's on both sides too.
Yep.
That's right in the middle, huh?
Both sides.
All right. So then we're gonna create a plan or something to bring in some parents to get them involved to identify what an absent parent is.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I guess this is it for now. Did you guys have anything else you wanted to discuss?
No, I'm gonna use some of these tips for me.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
And Bailey gonna use some of these tips too when he have his children. Y'all heard what he said.
That's gonna be way down the line. Not anytime soon.
Look, before we done with our episodes, we'll be getting some good news from Bailey.
No.
Because this is a series, so we don't know how long, it's gonna take.
It's gonna be a really long time. Trust me, I'm not Interested.
Season 23.
Season 23, so 23 years? Maybe.
Oh my God, no. We need a little TLC baby. Oh my goodness, that would be so cool, huh, Miss Cleveland?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
All right, so thank you guys for watching. We truly appreciate your support. The support is just is very powerful. So continue to support, continue to tribute, and this is how we bring these episodes from your contribution. So again, TLC, the TLCF show. Woo woo!
Let's go.
Let's go.
Tuesday! Hey.
All right, go. Woo! Taco Tuesday. Hey. What's up?
Oh, what?
What's up?
Taco Tuesday!
Woo,
Let's go.
Wait, Taco Tuesday. What are we talking about tacos for?
I
You
don't know.
hungry?
It's Tuesday.
I mean, tacos, they bring some tender love and care to my stomach.
Oh, yes. Thank you guys for watching. Bailey, you're not going to say
What
nothing?
was I supposed to say?
Oh, my God. Come on, baby, take us out.
I guess that's it for now. See y'all next week.
Do it one more time. Give us another outro.
Okay, well, what do we want?
Woo! That was good, yo.
See y'all next
Yeah.
week.
Hey.
This time, Joe's gonna be in my place.
We good? That's all he's giving us.
Yeah, that's all I'm gonna give.